Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run an Etsy shop, Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where you'll find a lot of the products that I'm going to use in today's video. My husband and I are on a journey to pay off a lot of our high interest debt using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. So if that's something you'd like to follow along with, just keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be cash stuffing for paycheck number 4 of December. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by counting this cash. There should be $980, so let's make sure that I didn't mess up. 1, 2, 53, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 5, 75, 80. So 980. Let me go ahead and get my cash organized in my cash tray. How are you guys doing today? Hope you've had a good holiday. I'm sure this video will be going up after the holiday. I am actually filming it before Christmas, but I probably won't post it until either on Christmas or after. I might post it after because I'm sure everyone's gonna be busy with their family, but we'll just wait and see when it goes up. So, okay. Okay, all of my cash is organized. Okay, let's go ahead and get started by stuffing my personal spending wallet. I guess I won't need this calculator, so let me move it out of the way. So my first category is gas, and I like to put 50 in there. And if you see me kind of pausing, it's because I'm over looking here at this cash planning worksheet that I have. I just have been really into digital planning, so I made myself a digital version of my budget binder, and so I've been using this cash planning worksheet. I also offer a physical version that's a little bit more decorative. Here's one that I slightly cleaned off before. This is the small version. I also offer like a larger, like A5 version, not necessarily quite A5, but a bigger version, so that way if you want to have something you can see a little bit easier, that's fine. This version actually will tuck directly into my wallets, so I kind of designed it that way. So I have this, I've been using this quite often, but when I'm in a rush and as the holiday season, everyone's busy, I just have found doing the digital version to be a little easier. So if I'm pausing, it's because I'm trying to make sure I'm not messing my denominations up like I do quite often. So that's over there. So in gas, I did 50 and I did it as 2 20s and a 10. So in gas, which I can't remember if we have filled up since yesterday or not since yesterday. We might have filled up yesterday. I don't know. I'll have to check with my husband. But if we did, that would be pulling from this later on in my end stuffing. But anyways, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, $101 in gas. I do know that we're definitely going to be filling up my husband's Explorer tomorrow. We're going over to Missouri. Tomorrow would be Christmas Eve. I'm filming this the day before Christmas Eve. We're going over to my mom's. She lives over in Missouri. Gas is cheaper than Illinois, so we like to fill up anytime we're going over there. So I know that we will definitely be using some of this. And then the next one is going to be groceries. So on this, I usually do 100 and then 2 50s, just in case I decide to actually like take the cash when we do to go to the grocery store. A lot of times I do just buy my groceries online, which is why you'll see me doing unstuffings of my groceries most of the time, because it's just easier to put on the card when you're doing things online because you can't actually pay in cash. And with 4 little ones, it's a lot easier to buy groceries online, pick them up. That way I'm not doing impulse purchases, and it helps me keep within budget, and my sanity, because 4 little ones or even 1 or 2 of them in the store, I mean, one's not a big deal, but getting multiple in there, I can lose my mind very easily. So we've done pretty good on groceries lately, so we have quite a bit here. So let's count that. 100, 52, 53, 54, 1, 2, so 402. So we have nearly 2 weeks worth of grocery budget there, so that's good. And then in eating out, this one I messed up, so I'm going to be fixing this. If you saw my last video, I found a transaction after I filmed the unstuffing, so I actually should have unstuffed the 20, so I don't confuse myself. I'm gonna leave it in here and I will unstuff it in my unstuffing. I forgot that we got Papa John's Sunday night last Sunday, so I forgot that transaction, but I also messed up our Burger King transaction, and I wrote in my planner that it was like $53 and it was like only $33, and then the Papa John's was $40, so that's why technically this $20 needs to be unstuffed, but I will take care of that in the next unstuffing so that way I don't confuse myself. So for eating out, I typically give us 150, and if you've watched my videos, you know that it is very difficult for us to stay within that budget, so I usually will steal from some of these other envelopes in here. This is a category that I am trying to get us to rein in, but I enjoy going out to restaurants, so it's been a little bit difficult. So I have 150, 75, but again, that 20 is technically not there, but I'm going to leave it there for now. And then in spending, I give myself 50, so this is kind of a buffer for eating out or for me to spend anything that I want. It's kind of my yes money. So for this, I decided to give myself 2 20s and a 10. There we go. So in spending, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 20, 31. So $131. So, and then miscellaneous, I like to give myself a little bit of a buffer in spending, so I give myself $10 there. Again, this is one of the envelopes that I will gladly pull from if we go over budget and eating out. I am trying to rein that in. We just haven't with the holiday season. We're really busy, so we go out to eat a little bit more often. So 10, 20, 30 in miscellaneous. And then I'll take care of my personal spending wallet. And then let's go into my higher priority sinking funds wallet. So the first category is personal care, and it's gonna get 15, which I was simple and I did a 10 and a 5. Let's see what we have here. So in personal care, I have 10, 15, $21. So that's good. I think my hair dye might be coming in, or I might have canceled. I think I might have, was a little slow to dye my hair the last time, so I might have one floating around, but we'll see. And then household, we're getting 30, and I noticed that I used to be putting a lot of like 3 10s in there, so this year I just went, or not this year, this week I just went simple and I did a 20 and a 10. So for household, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $1. So that's a good start there. And then clothing, I'm gonna put $100 in, and I did that in 20s. 20, 40, 50, 60, hold on, I can't count. 20, 40, 60, 81. Yep. So I have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 75, 6, 7, 8. So I think that was 278 in clothing. And then in kids, I'm putting 60. 20, 40, 60. And then, so we have $100 in the bank. And then we have, so 100, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 31. So 231 in kids. So this is for like if they want something at the store and I want to go ahead and say yes to them, and could have them come out of this, or if they want to play sports or do an activity or field trips, that's what that is for. And then pet care is getting 20. Seems to have been a good amount for here, so I've just kind of stuck with it. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $89, that's good there. And then car maintenance. We don't really have much car maintenance except for oil changes. Now we did just get tires on my husband's car, which I'm either gonna filter through this or I might make a savings challenge on that. We used his credit card and got free financing on it. So really I only need to get the money saved up in time to pay that card off when the balance becomes due. So I'm not too worried about that. We have plenty of time there. So in car maintenance, we have 50, 60, 70, 81, 2. And then in lawn care, I'm gonna put 25. We're not really spending anything on lawn care right now, so this is just building up for when the weather changes and our lawn needs mowed. We find it easier just to pay someone to mow our lawn. Whenever we did have a lawnmower, it was breaking constantly and just a bit of a headache, and it's just easier to have someone else mow it. So that's what we do. So 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 100. So that's $200 in lawn care. So in my next condensing, I will probably be putting another $100 placeholder there. And then in Amazon, I'm putting 25. So there we go. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 5, 65. So 165 in Amazon. So it will probably be getting a placeholder as well if it's still over $100 after my unstuffing. So I know $100 tends to be a little bit on the lower end of placeholders, but whenever you are married, you kind of have to make compromises when it comes to budgeting. It's kind of a team decision because me and my husband, we share our finances, and so he's not as comfortable of doing everything in cash. He likes to have things in the bank. So the compromise we did do is that he would let me try the cash stuffing method as long as I tried to keep as much into our high yield savings that wasn't actively being spent as possible. So that's why I am using the $100 placeholders. I know a lot of other budgeters won't use placeholders until $500, but this is a compromise that we kind of came up with. So that's what marriage is all about, teamwork and compromise. So let's go ahead and go into the low priority sinking funds. So my first category is car tags, and it gets 10. So this is for tags on my husband's vehicle, my vehicle, and then we also have a utility trailer. So once this is stuffed, after, I want to say that a weekly stuffing that is around $7, and then that'll cover all three of those. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60 in car tags. And then memberships is getting a 10. So memberships has 50, 60, 70, 80. And then birthdays has 5. And I'm adding 60, 20, 40, 60. So we have 65 in birthdays. I'm gonna be pulling at 20 from this probably tomorrow when we see my mom. We've left our cash at home when we went to my daughter's birthday party, and I I mean, if you watch my last video, you'll hear that whole entire story about how that went. But after they kicked our party hostess off of our party, we wanted to go ahead and give the hostess that stepped in to finish our party and kind of save the day a tip. So we went ahead and my mom had some cash on her. We didn't. So she gave us $20 to give her a tip. So we're just going to pay her back tomorrow. So I need to pull that from birthdays when we go see her tomorrow. And then for Christmas, I am increasing this to $60. I kind of set myself an unrealistic budget for Christmas after going through all of my spending this year. I don't think $1,500, which is what it amounted to, I was stuffing in here, is going to be enough to cover all of the presents that we buy everyone for Christmas. So I am upping that budget to around $3,000. I think that's more of a realistic budget. And then next year, if I'm able to stick to it or even go under, then I'll adjust it from there. So I'm going to increase my stuffing amounts to around $60 a week. So 100 in the bank, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 60, 70. So 270 with 100 in the bank. So another placeholder I'm going to need to do. So definitely am going to need to do a cash condensing here soon. So this is saving up for next Christmas. In one of my upcoming videos, I hope I could promise that it would be in my next video, but I don't want to make a promise like I did in one of my previous videos saying it was going to be in the next video. But I will be unstuffing my 52 envelope challenge as well as this yearly challenge that I've been doing over on Instagram. It only has about 6 months stuffed in it because I started it in July. So I'll be unstuffing these two in my YouTube channel here soon and counting it all up together, finding out how much I have saved and putting that towards what I spent this year on Christmas. I want to say that I spent somewhere around $3,000-ish or so. I don't know the number offhand, but I'll be going over that in that video. And if that doesn't cover it, then I will be pulling from some of these envelopes to cover what was spent for Christmas. So we did just stuff Christmas. So let's go on. So the next one is vacation. And it gets 60, 20, 40, 60. So for vacation, we have $100 in the bank, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 231, 232, which I think is actually 332. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 81, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, 332 in vacation. So that's a good amount. So I will need to put a placeholder there because we don't have another vacation coming up until I think May is the first one we have planned. We might swing down to Branson for like a weekend or something before then, but we won't be spending that cash anytime soon, so I will go ahead and transition that into a lot of placeholders. And then the next one is gifts. For gifts, I'm going to be doing 25. Gifts currently has 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 100, so 200 in gifts. So again, another one that I can probably transition into a placeholder. And then subscription is getting my last bit of money and it's getting a 10. So 50, 60, 70, 80 in subscriptions. So that is all of my wallets, and as you can see, they are getting a bit bulky. This one not so much, and this one I don't really touch too much in my condensings, but this one is definitely getting really bulky in this one as well. So I will probably be doing a cash condensing here soon on my channel. Probably wait until after I do my unstuffing, just because I would hate to consolidate into a placeholder and then have to break a placeholder or something like that. I'll just have to kind of think about it and see when I actually have some time to run in the bank and get a little bit of money, possibly if I need it actually. probably wouldn't have to go to the bank. I might use what I would already be taking to the bank with those challenges. So I might do it around the time I unstuff those challenges and use those as ways to work towards consolidating what I have in here. And so that way we can take and get rid of some of the bulk in these wallets. So thank you so much for those of you who did stay to the end. I appreciate it. Anyone who takes the time to watch my videos, I greatly appreciate you. If you give me a like or you subscribe, that helps me out as well. So anything that you feel that you're compelled to do to support me and my channel, I definitely appreciate that. If you have any questions over anything I went through or kind of how I do my budgeting, drop me a comment down below and I'm happy to have a conversation in the comments on how I kind of handle my budgeting. Everyone's budgeting is different. It is definitely a very personal journey. What I do might not sound right to what you would do with your budget. It's just what I found that works for me and my family. So again, thank you so much for watching my video. I can't wait to see you guys again in the next video. So until then, bye guys.